Today, we're going to talk about a remarkable and, frankly, often overlooked part of your body. We're diving into the story of the unsung hero that is literally holding your smile together, the periodontal ligament.
I mean, it's a simple question, right? But have you ever really, truly thought about it? Your teeth aren't just glued into your jawbone. There's this incredibly sophisticated, living system at work. And, well, understanding it is pretty much key to your entire oral health.
Okay, let's just get right into it. To really appreciate our hero, we kind of have to see what happens when it's gone. This right here, this is advanced periodontal disease. It's what happens when that support system completely breaks down. It's a pretty stark reminder of just how critical this whole thing really is.
So, what is the system? Well, probably the best way to think about it is like a suspension bridge, one that's uniquely engineered for each and every one of your teeth.
So here is the official name, the periodontal ligament, or PDL for short. Now, on paper, it's a group of specialized connective tissue fibers. Sounds simple. Its main job is to attach the tooth to the bone. But, as you're about to see, it does so much more than just hold things in place.
You know, every good hero needs an origin story. And the PDL's story starts long before a tooth is even visible in your mouth.
It all begins with this little soft tissue sac called the dental follicle. Think of it like a sleeping bag that's wrapped around the tooth while it's still forming deep inside your jaw. This follicle, it's got all the raw materials needed to build the tooth's entire support system.
And this is where it gets really cool. The cells inside that follicle, they specialize. They actually split into two different teams, or clades. One team, the alveolar clade, starts building the bone side of the bridge. The other team, the cementum clade, builds the tooth side. It is just this perfectly coordinated construction project happening on a microscopic level.
All right, so the foundation is in place. Now it's time to build the main cables of our suspension bridge, and these are called the principal fibers.
Now here's a crucial point. These incredibly strong supportive fibers, they aren't fully formed from the get-go. They actually develop and organize themselves as the tooth is pushing its way up into its final spot in your mouth. It's a dynamic process.
And you can see that process right here. On the left, at first, the fibers are just this loose, kind of disorganized network. But as the tooth erupts and you actually start using it, they orient themselves into that strong, dense, and highly organized structure you see on the right. That transformation is what gives the PDL its incredible strength.
And these fibers aren't just a random web. Oh no, they're meticulously organized into specific groups, and each one is angled just right to resist different kinds of forces. You've got some that brace the tooth from the side, some that take the main load when you're chewing, and others way down at the tip of the root. This whole complex arrangement lets the PDL handle pressure from literally any direction.
But this suspension bridge isn't just made of non-living cables. It's a living, breathing structure. It's constantly working, constantly adapting.
This is really what makes the PDL so amazing. This is not scar tissue. It's a dynamic environment, just bustling with specialized cells, with blood vessels and nerves, all performing these vital functions around the clock. So let's meet this cellular workforce. First, you have fibroblasts. They're the master weavers, constantly repairing and replacing the collagen fibers. Then you have osteoblasts, the bone builders, and cementoblasts, which maintain the surface of the tooth's root. They are, for all intents and purposes, the lifelong maintenance crew for the whole structure. And there's more. Woven in between all those main fibers is a secondary network of elastic fibers, and one of their most important jobs is to support the blood vessels inside the ligament, helping to manage blood flow even under the heavy pressure of chewing.
Okay, so with this incredible structure all set up, what does the periodontal ligament actually do for us? Well, it turns out it's juggling four primary jobs.
Let's break them down real quick. First, its supportive role. It anchors the tooth and acts as a perfect shock absorber. Second, it's sensory. The nerves in the PDL give your brain crucial feedback on how hard you're biting. Third is the nutritive function, with blood vessels feeding the surrounding living cells. And finally, it's formative, responsible for that constant repair and regeneration we were just talking about. So you can really see how this all comes together. That elastic meshwork, the rich blood supply, those active cells, they're all working in concert. This incredible structure lets the PDL not only support the tooth, but also heal itself, guiding cells like those fibroblasts exactly where they need to go. It's pretty amazing.
Now, the PDL is designed to support you for your entire life. But just like any other part of our bodies, it changes as we get older.
Yeah, over the years, the PDL can actually become less cellular and have a reduced blood supply. And what that really means is its ability to remodel and repair itself starts to slow down, which can make it more vulnerable to disease and stress.
This gives you a really clear side-by-side. A younger PDL is just packed with cells and blood vessels. It's active and super resilient. But over time, an older PDL becomes less active, and it's less able to adapt to stress. This really highlights why good oral hygiene becomes even more critical as we get older.
The main takeaway here is simple, but it is so crucial. The lifelong health of this remarkable ligament is what determines the stability of your smile, period. And this is the goal, right? A smile that's founded on a healthy, functional periodontal ligament. It is a powerful contrast to that image we saw at the very beginning, and it shows exactly what we're all working to protect.
So we'll leave you with this thought. You now know about this incredible living suspension bridge inside your mouth, this unsung hero that works tirelessly for you every single day. The question is, what will you do to protect it?